Hey peeps, we are back. We are talking Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, Season 4, Episode 47. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. Alright, so this review is about to be interesting because I watched the show, took down my notes, things that happened that I wanted to remember, and then 20 minutes later I promptly deleted my notes by mistake. So now I have to do this review off the top of my head, and I think it's about to be something else. Let me just say, good luck to us, peeps. Anyway, let's start off with Sean and Sarah. So Sarah is absolutely 100% telling lies, okay? We see her and the kids, they're on their way to her mom's house. Her mom and her mom's boyfriend is sitting out in the yard. And I said, yet again, another tacky ass yard. Why don't these people clean up these yards? And not only that, that barn. It looks like if a steep wind went by, that barn would fall to the ground. And you in danger if you're too close to that barn. It's just, just tear it on down. Anyway, she's out there talking to her mom and her mom's boyfriend. She let them know that Sean now knows about her time with Anthony and how sorry she is. She should have told Sean. He's really upset. She never meant to hurt them. Listen, you just a liar, okay? And you're sitting out there acting as if you didn't meet up with Anthony the first time or went to meet up with him, but he was found out he was in rehab because you wanted a little something. You clearly still have feelings for Anthony. You want to have the sex with Anthony. And Anthony is around. Yes, he's there to see Abby. But I think majority of his focus is on Sarah. And it could also be, yeah, he wants to see Sarah. He wants to see Abby. But he also doesn't mind a little screen time on the show, in my opinion. So she's lying. Do I feel terrible that Sean is back at the house talking to his oldest son about his feelings, about how he's upset? No, because Sean, you're a liar. You're a liar. You're a cheater. You're a deadbeat parent to your other kids. And now you're just getting an education on how karma works. You told lies. You cheater. You treated these women bad. That was a line to a song. Oh my goodness. Is that A Friend of Mine by Kelly Price? I don't know. I'm going to have to look that up after this. Anyway, and I do have to say, even though I don't like Sean does have every right to be upset by Sarah. In my opinion, Sarah wants to be with Anthony, but she doesn't want to leave Sean because of the life Sean provides. Anthony is not stable yet. He has not proven that he could take care of a family, hold down the rent payment, buy groceries and diapers. Whereas Sean is taking care of every one of her needs, and did anybody notice that hot tub is still sitting in the living room? Why is that hot tub still in the living room? And I'm assuming that it still has water in it because it has the cover on it. I'm telling you right now, the rental office is watching. You are going to get in some kind of trouble. I mean, get that damn hot tub out of there. And how is he going to get all that water out of that hot tub? What is he going to use, buckets? Boy, you really made a mistake putting that hot tub in that living room. I'm just saying. Now, Sarah, listen, you are not going to be able to have both. You are going to have to make a decision. Are you going to be with Sean and the stability that he provides you, plus those new boobs that you are dying to get? Or are you going to go on and be with Anthony and back at your mama's house? You're going to have to make a decision. Now, Sean, you need to remember, the whole time you were with Sarah, you were with Destiny. I can't feel bad for you. And everything you did to Kelly, no, sir. Bye-bye, Sean. I don't give a damn. Anyway, Sean and Sarah's baby, she just looks like Sean. I mean, she looks like Sean in the face. She just has, more hair and more cheeks than Sean. But that baby is Sean. I'm just saying. Sean's mad at her mom. Her mom, you're a liar. He's angry. You lied to his face. But, that's Sarah's job to be honest with him about relationships. A lot of times people know about their friends and family cheating, but they don't want to go to the partner because, you know, what happens is when you go to the partner and you tell, they get pissed off with you. And then they break up with the other person, then they get back together, and then both of them hate your guts. You know, so a lot of times it's only smart to stay out of other people's business. I'm just saying, you've got to weigh the pros and cons of getting in other people's relationships. Eris and Cameron. Honey, listen, they really shocked the shit out of us. The episode starts out and they are at an ultrasound clinic. We find out that Eris is 16 weeks pregnant. I said, now what, damn it. How long, how much forward did they skip? Cameron really wants a little boy because he says that it's so much girl energy in their house. But of course, I already told you guys a couple videos back, Cameron has a son in Ohio. Turns out his little boy is about 8 years old now. But, he wants another little boy. It turns out they're having a little girl and they're going to name her Charlie. I also told you guys a few episodes back that Cameron works at a call center as a customer service rep. So he did update on the show that that's what he's doing. And she let him know that all of their family is coming into town and, they need to tell Lana about the new baby. And I said, how does she not know you're pregnant? You look pregnant. Anyway, she's a little baby. So she probably, just thought that her mom was, putting on a little belly weight. Anyway, she says that her dad's coming into town, his family's coming into town, and she's talking to him about, making up with her father. And he doesn't understand it because he feels as if he shouldn't have to prove anything to her dad. He says, I met you in jail. I got engaged to you when I got out of jail. I married you. We got a house. I said, no, she got a house. Let's be correct. He said, I got a job. We're working, everything is, going well with us. Why do I have to prove anything? Why do I have to mend anything? And you know what? I understood what he was saying, but I understood what she was saying as well. First of all, I think it's her that has to mend this relationship with her father because you had the opportunity to call him, tell him everything and invite him to that wedding, even though he would have only had maybe 48 hours to, digest it all and come. The point is I think she was afraid of how he was going to react, and that's why she didn't tell him. What she needs to do is when he gets there, she needs to explain to him everything from the start to the end and let him know that she is extremely happy currently. And then I do think that Cameron has something to prove to her dad. Men don't just like to hand over their daughters to just anybody. And then to put on top of that, his daughter and a granddaughter, and now a new baby. Parents need to know that their children are safe. Cameron does make this comment that he doesn't understand this connection between little girls and their fathers. And I said, well, honey, you about to find out. Because your little girl, Charlie, is definitely about to have you wrapped around her entire little tiny hand. You are about to give her everything. I'm just saying, you're going to see the connection. Now, when we first started this season and we were introduced to Cam, I could not stand him. I thought he was way too much. He was extra and I did not like him at all. Now I have to say, Cameron is growing on me. I don't know what happened. He is growing on me. I kind of like him. I think that his sense of humor sometimes is a bit too much, but he's a cool dude. His relationship with Lena is really decent from what we've seen. Would I marry him? No. Would I marry any inmate and bring him into my home with my children? Absolutely, hell to the no. But I think he's okay so far. So when they tell Lena, she says that she's really excited, to be a big sister. To me, Lena has the most emotional intelligence out of the three of them. And to me, she might be the smartest out of the three of them. She's really excited about the new baby, but she says that she hopes that the new baby does not have the same personality as Cam. And I said, oh my gosh. She says he eats up all the food and drinks all the soda. And I said, so in other words, you eating all the girls' snacks. Okay, Cameron, if you're going to have some snacks, you need to buy extra. Leave that girl's snacks alone. She's also a little concerned that maybe her mom, might love the new baby more than her. That is natural. A lot of kids feel that way. A lot of kids get scared. They think that you're not going to love them. You're not going to remember them. You're going to give all of your attention to the new baby. And I think that Eris and Cameron are going to have to show and prove. that she's still going to be loved, that she is still their baby. They have to be committed to showing her all of the attention that she needs. Also, she says that they have put her under a lot of pressure. And I really appreciate that at her young age, she's able to put that out there. She's able to voice her opinion and her concerns and put them in words that they definitely understand what she's saying. And you know what? She is right. You met this man in jail. You married him, moved him into the house with her, and now here it is. You're pregnant. This is a lot to put on her. You brought this man into your life, and now everything has changed. That's how I feel about Justine's kids. Sometimes parents only think about themselves, and they don't think about what happens with their children. I think that Cam and Eris really need to slow down and take Lana into consideration. You know, in the episode, I remember they did have a little argument or something when he was trying to express how he felt regarding the whole reconciling with her father and all that stuff. And you know what? I would like to say hats off to him. The argument didn't go so well in the doctor's office, even though he was trying so hard to express how he felt. When they got home, he was able to be very clear. Both of them were calm, they were patient and rational. They were able to have a really good conversation. So, you know, my hat's off to Cameron. Cameron is trying. Puppy and Amber. Honey, listen, I don't know why they're on here. I'm sick of the two of them. Please replace them ASAP. So Puppy is trying to get $50,000 so that she can buy into this bar, and she asked her mom and dad for the money. Now, her mom and dad just don't say we've got $50,000 laying around somewhere to me. But, you know, I can't count other people's money and it's not my business. And I also think this is just for storyline purposes. Now, another thing that drives me crazy is before you met TC, you were living a productive life, paying rent, working full time, enjoying your free life, free and sober. You know, now you met TC and you're just laying around his house all day, not doing a damn thing, not collecting a paycheck. And you want your parents to give you $50,000. You know that you have a liver issue, but you're still sitting around throwing back the drinks. Girl, hell no. No, ma'am. You are not getting a dime out of me. Anyway, she is upset because TC is not talking to her about his emotions regarding the loss of the baby. You know, all I can say about that is people grieve differently. Some people are able to come right out and go through the 5 stages of grief with no problems. They're able to be vocal about it. They're able to yell, scream, smile, laugh, talk through the issues. Other people are not. And maybe TC is just one of those people who are not able to go through it. Also, I hate to say it, but I don't really know if TC is really as all upset about this as she is. You know what I mean? I don't really like TC, and I'm not really sure that he has the emotional intelligence to realize that she is going through something and she needs more support other than him yelling and screaming, well, just go to the gym. If you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. Even though it's a one-sided conversation. You know what I mean? Now then her and Puppy go to the gym. And Puppy is upset. She is in her feelings. She feels as if Amber has thrown her under the bus. You know, when she needed to leave Eric, she couldn't even sleep on Amber's couch. She's not allowed at Amber's house. You know, and one thing I didn't appreciate is Amber kept saying, well, he doesn't like you and blah, blah, blah. You know what, Amber? Who gives a shit? Nobody likes TC either, just you. And one thing I can definitely say, you need to go somewhere and get sober and get some therapy. And that goes for Puppy too. Both of you need to move the fuck on. Get some therapy, get some help. Both of you need to be completely sober and clear. Now, I do realize that Amber is celebrating, her and her mom are celebrating 14 months sobriety from drugs. But you definitely are not sober from alcohol. You need to start working on your alcohol problem. Also, let's be clear. You are always talking to Puppy about how shitty her boyfriends are. But honey, your track record sucks. We have seen your shitty ass boyfriends. Your taste in men is just as bad as Puppy's. Puppy called her out for being a drunk and drinking every day. And then her mama and daddy did the same thing. Her mom said, you drink too much to own a bar. We cannot give you $50,000. I said, shit, we knew that. So we know y'all don't have no damn $50,000 just laying around. We saw your wedding. Anyway, her dad said, maybe you should open up a flower shop or something. You can't get lit up and toe up over tulips. I'm with her daddy. Get you a nice flower shop. As a matter of fact, don't even get a flower shop. Get yourself an apartment at a job. If you can't get the apartment right off because you don't have any money, you need to see if Queen has an extra room over there. Get yourself some therapy, a couple AA meetings, and a job. Okay? This is ridiculous. And you might want to stop all that vaping too. You've got liver concerns, and you probably need a full-fledged checkup to see what other concerns is going on. Your health is not all the way there, and neither is Puppy. Both of you are just too damn grown, too old for this. Both of y'all need to get y'all's lives together. I'm sick of this shit. Stop judging each other, screaming and hollering at each other. And then 5 minutes later, after all the crying and all the insults, you want to hug it out. Oh, but I love you. I don't give a shit. We TV, stop this. Lindsay and Blaine. All right, so listen, these people have moved again. Now they're living in some kind of fake log cabin home out in the woods. I said, oh gosh, if this doesn't give Wrong Turn or Deliverance, I don't know what does. Anyway, supposedly their lease was up on that other place they were at. Lindsay goes and picks up Miley Grace, who is 13, and she is in full teenage mode. Oh my goodness. I said, thank God I'm past that age. But then again, shit, 21 is not that great either. This boy is driving me crazy. Anyway, that boy is out to get me. So anyway, they bring Miley Grace to the house. As soon as they pull up, she said, oh gosh. And then she realizes there's no Wi-Fi out there at all. Then when she goes in the house, she says, it smells like death and mold. I said, holy shit. Miley, Lord have mercy. But it was weird too, because in the car on the way over there, I remember her saying something about she was going to be moving in with them. I said, oh, what? Oh God, poor thing. She's got a little bit of attitude. She's having a tough time. Lindsay is tired. She says that she got a job working at a rehabilitation center. She's working 11 to 7. And since it's winter, Blaine is not working as much as he could in the construction business due to the weather. So he's got a little part-time job. However, she says that he's not being very productive, and he's definitely not holding his weight in the financial area. And I thought to myself, the last couple seasons that we seen you with him, you were saying about how much money he had and how he was taking care of everything. So maybe you should, help him out now that it's winter season. Anyway, she's feeling extremely overwhelmed doing shit that grown-up people do. Anyway, they go to play paintball. When they get there, Miley's all dressed up and everything, and they're about to start the game, and she doesn't want to do it. I don't want to be here. I don't want to play paintball. I don't want to get shot. I just want to go home. A full-on attitude. Kids have those attitudes. You know what I mean? So anyway, Lindsay says when she gets these kind of attitudes, I just leave her alone. That's the problem. I think that is the problem. You have been doing that her entire life. You have been an absent parent her entire life. And every time you get out of jail, it is more important for you to have a man than it is for you to take care of this child. Not one time have you gotten out of jail and decided to move in with your mother, stay clean, stay sober, get a job, save money to get your own place to stand on your own 2 feet and raise your damn daughter. Not once. Okay, to me, it seems that you are in and out, in and out, in and out. And then when you get out, she's got to meet all of your men, Scott, Deontay, Blaine, and everybody else that we haven't had the opportunity to meet. Not to mention that girl that you were in love with, that you were sneaking into Scott's house. It is always something with you, but your major focus is never Miley Grace. That is the problem. So when they're on their way home, Miley is in the back seat. She's given the silent treatment. She still has attitude. Lindsay doesn't know how to react because she's never been a real mom. She doesn't know how to be a parent. Anyway, she calls her grandmother, who is Miley's great-grandmother, who has been raising Miley her entire life, to let her know that Miley has a bit of an attitude, and her most of her conversation was, yeah, okay, That was pretty much it. And she says, well, I've really had a day with her. She put me through the ringer. I said, what? Girl, please shut the entire fuck up. Are you serious? You've had a day. This lady has had 13 years. Okay, she has been this little girl's mom for 13 years. Get the hell out of here with this bullshit. Seriously, you've had a rough day. Then she gets out the car, throwing the tantrum. I said, you know what? Cue to the tantrum. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action. I knew it. I said, the tantrum is coming. The tantrum is coming. The tantrum is coming. She is out here screaming and hollering. Nobody helps me. Nobody helps me. I can't believe this. Girl, no. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Women all over the world work full time. They take care of their kids. They clean the house. They make dinner. They're running errands. They're making breakfast, packing lunch, helping with the homework, giving baths, changing diapers, filling, making bottles. They do it all, including take care of the damn husband and all of his damn needs. You know, girl, bye. Nobody gives a shit. We are not about to give you a pity party. Welcome to being a fucking adult. I'm over, Lindsay. Period. You had a tough day. Girl, bye. You know what? I'm sorry. I have been a single parent for 21 years now. All I can say is I have no sympathy for you. No, ma'am. Taylor and Chance. Honey, listen, this episode starts out, Chance is in the living room with no shirt on. We're going to start a petition. He needs to always be dressed. I'm tired of looking at him with his shirt off. So he's in the living room eating cereal without a spoon. I don't know what kind of nastiness this is. He's also chain smoking throughout this episode. You know, he is out of control and I have just had it. Boy, go out. All this time that you are spending laying around the house, eating cereal without a spoon, talking shits, gaslighting the hell out of Taylor, and, you know, chain smoking, you could be out looking for a job. Okay, get out and power wash somebody's house. I'm sick of you. So this liar cheater has no money, has not been able to pay any bills. Taylor wants to talk to him, and we find out that yet again she has gone through this man's phone and found out that he's been talking to some woman named Tanya. Now he claims that he has known Tanya for 25 years and they are just friends. Listen, nobody wants to hear this shit. She also tells him that she has tracked his location down to the bar. I said, Lord have mercy. Taylor, if you and Monique don't go on to fuck somewhere, seriously, you two are private eyes, parole officers, and wardens. This is not a relationship. She grabs his phone. She's checking his location. She's checking his text message. I said, you know what, Taylor, listen, you were perfectly fine raising your 3 children without Chance. You had your sister there to help you. You had good credit. You had money in the bank. Your bills were paid. You had a job working in the payroll department. And now you met this deadbeat loser from prison and who just sits around your house doing absolutely nothing except for gaslighting the hell out of you. You are to blame for this. You allow him to treat you like shit. You allow him to talk to you like shit. You allow him to bring your self-esteem under the ground. You are allowing this man to treat you like this. You have got to stand up and respect yourself. They're out in Bobby's old apartment, which looks like trash, with a heat fan on because it's clearly freezing in there and y'all wanted Bobby to live in there. She's crying and talking about how insecure she is and how him acting and behaving like this is really making her even more insecure. Well, just throw the man in the damn trash. Throw him away. Listen, he tells her that maybe he's not good for her and he needs to just get himself out of her life. I said, you know what? You should do that. You should do that. You should absolutely do that. She starts crying and she wants to walk away from it. No, there's no way that I would have cried and walked away from that. I would have walked into the house to start collecting his shit. We've got plenty of garbage bags. You need to go. And clearly the baby is at that 6-week mark. You can go back to work. You need to pick up the phone and call your old job to see if they have any spaces available in the payroll department. Otherwise, get on your laptop now and start applying for shit. Maybe apply for some assistance, something. But once you finally get yourself together, you need to apply for some mental health assistance. You need some therapy. Girl, you have got to grow up and take your life back. This dude treats you like shit in your house where he's not paying the bills. And at one point he told her that she needs to get some money and pay the bills around here. Somehow he said it. I'm not really sure. But the thing is this. You need to get him out of your house. Get him out of your life. He is not doing a damn thing for you or your children. 2 months behind in the mortgage payment. 1 more month behind and they coming to get that place. And then where are you going to live? Monique and Derek. So Derek makes it from Cleveland to Chicago and he is so excited. He is over the moon. He jumps in the car. He tells Monique, look at these flowers I got you. I said, the flowers your uncle got her. Then he takes them out the plastic and throws them up in her face. I said, she is driving. Smell these. I said, can't she smell them damn things when the car is in park? You know what I mean? And it's so big and it's so many of them. She could probably smell them without them being up in her face, covering her eyes while she's driving. His phone goes off. Who's that? Damn. I'm like, girl, you like the freaking candy man. You just show the hell up as soon as you hear a phone chime. Anyway, he says it's an email. And I said, boy, bye. You know they ain't no damn email. Then his phone rings, but he doesn't answer it. Then she takes us to her house, which is an Airbnb. Ain't no damn way that is her house. Girl, bye. You are not fooling us. That's not your house. Derek makes this comment, well, where's all your stuff? And she says, well, I just moved in here, and I spent so much money traveling to see you and in Ohio. I said, this is the Airbnb they put her in. His ex-girlfriend said that Monique does not have a job. She says that Monique gets her money from SSI for being morbidly obese and that Monique lives with her sister. I don't know why, but I believe it. Anyway, she tells him to go get some wine for them while she's upstairs going through his stuff. And I said, that's what she always does. Why are you always going through his stuff? It's just, gosh, I'm over it. I mean, Monique just wants this man to be tethered to her day in and day out. She is always checking the call logs. I checked your call logs and you had somebody calling you at 4 o'clock, 4:15, 4:18. I don't remember the exact times, but it was around 4 a.m. Who's calling you? And here he is. Nobody's calling me. Just previously we saw him standing up on the counters because he was too short to get to the top to hide the engagement ring. I'm just looking at her saying, Monique, please stop this. She's yelling at him, talking about he doesn't want her to see the phone. He's making her look stupid. No, you are making yourself look stupid. Every episode you are searching, digging, and trying to find. Every episode, if he cheats on me, it's over. It's over. Girl, he's already said that he's cheated on you over 10 times. It's just becoming insufferable. I can't stand this. Then she throws those beautiful flowers in the trash, tells him that he's not getting any, he's got to sleep on the couch, and that he needs to get a flight back to Cleveland the next day. If you knew you were going to behave like this, why did you let him fly there? And the fact that you just keep taking him back, come on. And when you think about it, Monique, if you are going to just let him come back to you every time after he keeps cheating and you feel so disrespected, just stop. Stop all the fighting and arguing and fussing about it. If you're not really going to do anything and make any changes, for your own mental health, then let him cheat in peace. And the way he filled her wine glass up to the very rim, I said, well, what did he do? Pull the entire bottle of wine in her glass? This is ridiculous. Monique did say something about Derek's love language is money. I said, girl, shut the hell up. His love language is your money and his grandma's $500. Also, while she was snooping around in his bag and he was calling for her from downstairs, she said she was upstairs washing her face. Then she came downstairs and I said, he doesn't realize that her face is still beat. She's not washing her face. She's going through all of your stuff and you should know that. Anyway, I'm sick of Monique and Derek. I don't know how much more I can take of them. Anyway, get down in the comments, peeps, and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.